Yeah, 1 second. I didn't prepare anything, so. I am doing the stay-at-home book tag that was created by Princess of Paperback, and I was tagged to do this by Darian Reed, so I'll link her video in the description below. But if you haven't been following me on Twitter, I recently just posted that I am going to be uploading more now. Like, I'm going to be doing 3 videos a week, at least for the summer. Things might change when I jump back into school. Actually, they're definitely going to change when I go back to school. But for now, I'm going to do 3 videos a week. And I was kind of short for content this month, so I was scrambling to figure out what I wanted to do, and then I got a tag to do a video, so it kind of worked really well. I didn't do any planning. I only remember one question. I did plan for that because it's a book that is special to me, but yeah, I'm just gonna jump right in. The first prompt is laying in bed. Laying in bed, a book you could read in a day or you have read in a day. I've read a few books in a day. Recently for the stay-home reading rush, well, not recently, like in April for the stay-home reading rush, I read a few books in a day, but I don't want to use those. So I'll probably go with Don't Look Back by Jennifer L. Armentrout because I feel like that was just such a good mystery. I could easily read it now and read it in like a day. So I'm gonna go with that one. I feel like there are others that are like more accurate, but that's what I'll go with. Snacking, a guilty pleasure book. I don't have guilty pleasures. Like I don't feel guilty about liking a book. Like I just like it at this point. I don't know. Like I don't have anything that I like go back to on a bad day or whatever. Like I read what I'm reading, and I don't know if I have a guilty pleasure trope. A guilty pleasure read book. I'll come back to that one because I genuinely don't know. Netflix, a series you want to start. I have so many series I want to start. I really want to, like now I'm thinking of 0. I really want to start the Six of Crows duology. I mentioned that in my last video. I really want to start the Diviners series. That one, I'm like, my hopes are set entirely too high. If it's not 5 stars, I'll be salty. I also really want to read Percy Jackson for the first time because there's now going to be a Disney Plus adaptation, so I'm kind of interested to see how that goes. I think those make the most sense right now, so we'll go with those. Next is a deep clean, been on your TBR for ages. So this is the good old Harry Potter situation. Even though J.K. Rowling is trash, and so I don't even feel bad for not consuming her products. I'll say Harry Potter. I think that has been on my TBR the longest. Animal Crossing, a book you recently bought because of hype. Trying to look at like my book outlet, RIP to your fucking career. I'm trying to look at the haul I did on my channel. Books I got from that I bought because of hype. I want to say, oh my god. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I totally bought this because of the hype. I don't even have the original Hunger Games trilogy anymore. I want to repurchase the Hunger Games trilogy all in hardback. That's kind of like something I'm hoping to do at some point in my life. But I bought this because everyone was like, oh my god, a new Hunger Games. And I was like, sign me up, let's go. And I bought it on sale, so I don't regret it, but like, kind of regret it. It's fine. Next, productivity. A book you learned or had an impact on you? That doesn't make sense. A book that had an impact on me. I recently finished White Rage by Carol Anderson, and that was a really, really powerful read. And given everything that's going on in the world right now, like that was something that really did have an impact on me. So I'm gonna go with that one because that one actually was genuinely like. FaceTime, a book you were gifted. This is the one that I planned for. I was gifted The Beginning of Everything by Robin Schneider, which is probably one of the most 2014 books on this planet. However, my boyfriend, who is now my fiance, bought this for me. He was away for like the entire summer. He was back for like a week and a half. We went to the bookstore and he bought this for me because he really wanted it at the time. And then I want to say like about 2 or 3 weeks later, I ended up in the hospital. I was very, very sick. And this is the book that I read in the hospital, and it got me through being in a hospital and being away from like my family and being really, really sick. So this is definitely a very helpful book for me, and I was gonna unhaul it, and then I was like, the attachment I have to it, like I don't know if I could ever unhaul this just because of the impact it had on me at the time. But yeah, this is a book I was gifted and I absolutely love it. Self-care. What is one thing you've done recently to look after yourself? recently I've started booktube. Also, this is stupid as fuck, but like that's fine. I really loved Full House as a kid. Like that was one of my favorite shows as a kid. My mom and my grandmother always watched it, and so I watched it like with them. And Fuller House is a thing, and it is by no means as good as Full House at all. But I wanted to watch it because I wanted to experience it. So I watched Full House, and I started that like, I don't know, maybe September, October. And then I watched Fuller House. I finished the like all the way up to before they just released new episodes in like February or January or March, I think, probably late February. And then they just released the new episodes now. So I just finished it, but I decided to start it over again because it's one of those shows that gives me a lot of comfort and a lot of happiness. So look at me go, self-care up in this bitch. Bonus question, name a book coming out soon. I recently just said in my mid-year freakout book tag, whatever the fuck it's called, I'm really excited for Cinderella is Dead to come out by Kaylin Bayron, I believe her name is. Very, very excited for that. I'm trying to think of other ones that are coming out. Concrete Rose isn't coming out this year, but I'm really excited to have the collection together, The Hate U Give and Concrete Rose. And I'm also really excited for The Ballad of Amy Miles, which is like almost like a cult-like situation, which is right up my alley. And yeah, I think those are some really interesting ones that are coming out. And that is it. That is the end of this tag. It is what it is. I didn't plan. It's a very, very short video. But those are the good ones. Those are ones you do something, you put content out. Sometimes they're gonna go well, sometimes it's not gonna go well. And it's fine. Yeah. But thank you for tuning in. I'm not gonna tag anyone because I literally, like, every single one of my friends has been tagged to do this. So I'm not going to tag anyone. So if you want to do this and haven't done it, do it because it's a fun little, very, very easy tag to do. I will link the original video in the description below as well. And until next time, bye readers!